Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are helping us back on this journey to unconditional love, love of the journey, love of the soul group, that are most definitely helping us back into our divine unions. And so I do divine love healing. I can connect to your souls and get you the messages that your souls want you to know to put you on your highest path. And I see everything like a film, so I give you a write-up. It could be anything from past life to this life, to an analogy of where your energy is at, to cutting cords, to really anything that your souls want you to know to put you on your highest path. And that's all about clearing the blocks to love. So it's all about letting go of anxieties, fears, worries, and moving more and more into the love vibration, because that is where your twin resides. If you're a twin flame, then it's all in your heart. It's all about learning how to walk on your golden and your rainbow path. And to do that, it's about clearing everything that's in the way to love. So I'm doing specials at the moment. So if you want a healing, it's only £20, but I also do bundles. So if you order 2, you get 3. If you order 3, you get 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 8 you get 10. So all details are in the link. As well as that, I do a Divine Love Crystal Grid, which looks like this. It's all centered around the forest lovers and who are entwined together for eternity around the oak tree. So the roots, it's all about using the crystals to ground the energies of as above, so below. And the forest lovers, again, around the tree to ground the energies through the roots into the earth. It's about earthing and grounding spirit into matter, spirituality into reality. So I was guided to set this up for me and my twins come into our union on the Lion's Gate, and then guided to put this out to everyone. So you receive pieces of rose quartz like this. When you meditate with the rose quartz and have the intent to send unconditional love out to your twin and to bring all twin flames into union, the power of doing it collectively is huge. And remember, that's what we're here to do. As a twin flame, you're here to help ground the energies of unconditional love onto the planet, to change the way people live their lives. So it's about living in freedom, living in joy, living in the vibration of love, and then letting the universe support you in whatever you want to do. So it's all about following your own rainbow path. Once you follow your own rainbow path, then you'll be on the track to your union. Right, so it's all about you, basically. Remember that. It's not, just stop focusing on what they're up to, focus on you. When you focus too much on what they're up to, it makes you too much in the 3D, right? You have to be in your heart space. And when you're really in the heart space, learning to love yourself and do things that are going to make your heart sing, right? Once you do that, then everything else flows. So the message today is around eternal love. And because a few healings that I've done recently, and I just woke up this morning thinking about this, is that one lady I saw, I mentioned it yesterday, that there was, it was about jumping down the whirlpool. There was a whirlpool that they had to go down. When they go down to the bottom, there was a treasure chest at the bottom of the sea. And it was, you know, obviously that was very symbolic. If you have to take the leap of faith, because you don't know necessarily what's at the bottom, but it will always be your rainbow path. Because every single time you show to the universe that you're taking a leap of faith and you're trusting in your guidance, that elevates you and raises you up. And that's the universe then, you know, it's a two-way thing. It's trust, because you're learning to love, you're learning to trust your guidance, and by doing that, the universe can love you back. So she came back to me and said, I had a meditation about that about 20 years ago. And so it really made me think, well, you see, that doesn't surprise me at all, because it's your soul. What we're doing is we're connecting on a soul level to get the messages that your soul wants you to know, to put you on your highest path. And so that just shows perfectly to me that there is no sense of time. Your soul doesn't know time, nor either does love know time. Love is timeless. Love has no boundaries, and it also is completely timeless. It is totally eternal. And so that's why if we focus too much on time and too much on where are they now and too much on the physical, that's where we're really, really missing a trick. Because It is eternal. They have been in your heart forever, and they will always be in your heart forever. There is no escaping it. It just is. Love is just there forever. And because you were created together and bound together for eternity, that is the quickest way to your union is to really embrace that, embrace your heart connection and everything that brings for you. And that is about creating the life of your dreams. Now, I'm going to read this article, which is just perfect, that somebody sent me. It's from the Elephant Journal, and it's a lady talking about her twin flame love, and it just really touched me, and I think it's perfect for today. Also, we're going into a Taurus new moon on Wednesday, which is all about grounding the energies, and it's all about love as well, because we have Venus as well. So it's about earthly energies. It's about grounding, manifesting, everything that you've wanted for your life. You know, use today. It's Tuesday today. It's Wednesday tomorrow. So use today to write a story in depth about how you want your life to be, you know, and then use that with the moon energies to have a conversation with the moon, burn it tomorrow night with the new moon. Because it's all about really letting the universe know the intricate details about how you want to live your dream life. And then put it out there, and then trust that the universe will help you make that happen. Don't worry about how, just describe how you want your life to feel, how you want to feel in your new life, what's important to you. Is it freedom? Is it joy? Is it happiness? Is it all of those things? Is it, you know, what is it? And really get to how it feels for you. So, I'm just going to read this because, again, it's gorgeous and it just is a reminder about what we are here to do. Not only to do that, but this is just a reminder about the twin flame love. So, the fairy tale love, a soul-feeding connection, twin flames on fire, the type of love people write about in novels. It's real, it's raw, it's intense and mind-blowing. This love is continuously fiery and fierce on a daily basis. Never dwindling, the desire and want is constant. I was fortunate enough to experience this love. It was just as I had always imagined it to be, unlimited and pure. A true love fairy tale, so intense it would be impossible to imagine if it hadn't been my reality. As a young girl, I dreamt of falling in love. I dreamt of a love so heart-pounding that it engulfed my entire being. I found this love and it was romantically flawless in all of its glory. As with anything in life, nothing beautiful comes without sacrifice, pain or struggle. Looking back, however, dangerous it was to love that passionately. It would have been cowardice not to take the chance. Not to have taken the leap of faith would have been to live with regret. Although my experience ended in tragedy, pain and sorrow, I will forever be grateful that I jumped in the first place. Forever be grateful that I loved. The moment he clasped his hands on my face, drawing me in to taste his lips, my soul was ignited. That kiss left me breathless and filled me with a warm, tingling sensation throughout my whole body. My mind shut off from all of my surroundings, taken away to where dreams are made. It's the kiss that lasts forever in my mind, as vivid today as it was 15 years ago. No matter how lost or sad I felt, one smile from him took it all away. His smile alone lit up every sense in me and opened my heart to his. Seeing straight through me, my every expression he read like a book. He saw through the complicated mess of my overthinking mind, always knowing just what to say to ease the stress. He was complex. He had a deep spiral of thoughts and emotions that were rarely shown. He was brave and strong, not wanting anyone to see his worries through the glimpse I had of them was beautiful. Underneath his tough exterior was the perfect man for me, brave in the most, gentle, warm, deep, sensitive, loyal, respectful and selfless. Everything I've ever wanted, he was. Every strength I lacked, he possessed, and vice versa. His only mistake was not offloading his intricate mind to me. Instead, he took the role as protector and tried to guard me from his worries. Being noble, he knew I could handle his concerns, but he didn't think I should have to. Absolute and boundless, he was rarely dependent. I wish he knew that I embraced his darkest thoughts as much as he did mine. Thoughtful and selfless we were toward each other. Our relationship flowed perfectly through all the drama life catapulted our way. Together, nothing was too hard to handle. As a team, we could overcome any hurdle. Apart, we were fragile and limited to our achievements. In unison, anything was possible. It was perfection at its finest. When our eyes met, we became lost, sometimes for hours on end, staring straight through to each other's souls. Love was literally pulsating between us. Unbelievable, yes, but so real. We would ask one another, do you feel that? It's so intense. Surreal like the sweetest dream, only to be described like constant heart flutters and butterflies. the nervous feeling you get when you meet someone you really like. Every touch, smell, waking moment together, that feeling was there. A connection and adoration for each other so profound that the four-letter word love never seemed enough to explain it. Our hearts throbbed for each other. There were times that I thought it would jump out of my chest to meet with his. We couldn't get enough of each other. It was agonising being apart for even an hour, so we rarely were. With every hour that we were not by each other's side, we appreciated one another's company even more. Admittedly, I questioned if it was healthy to feel that lost without him. I craved his presence because in his presence nothing ever mattered. He was my king, my knight in shining armour, the other half of me that I hadn't even realised was missing. Soft and lenient, I've been towards for many years, a pushover and naive, looking to always see the best in people. Along the way, I let them walk all over me. He showed me my worth. I had lost so much being separate from him, but in finding him again, I found myself. He returned to me my strength and confidence. I was restored to him his faith in love and kindness and gave him hope for peace. He had been cold to the world for many years. I gave him warmth, love, and pure happiness again. There was no need for anything but for each other. Materialistic items no longer mattered to me. He hadn't cared much for them in the first place. There was no need to escape our time together with digital distractions. We only cared for ourselves and our family, lost in soul-feeding conversations. Words flowed between us endlessly, our views so similar but differing. When you're that much in love, there are no arguments, only debates that end in disagreeing to agree. We built a strong bond, so strong nothing could have broken us and nothing ever did. We complicated one another perfectly, naturally pleased and satisfied each other in every possible way. It was effortless. So tragically, I'm just going to say, she talks about fear because I don't want this to go on too long, but she talks about fear and then she says that tragically he died. But she said, this life gave me the most precious gift, the most perfect love we shared. Our love will last with me through the rest of my time here. Infinitely, I am his and he is mine. This love carries me through the days. My heart remains with him and it always will. Your heart is free. Have the courage to follow it. Right, so that's the main thing. Because this, and that's why it fits so perfectly with the message today, because that love is eternal. Your twin has always been in your heart and they always will. You've had the fortunate, if you have woken up to your twin flame journey, then you're fortunate to have realised that and to be awakened to it. And that's an amazing thing. That is an incredible thing, even in itself. The fact that you're spiritually awakened and you know what this journey is about is incredible. So don't underestimate that. Now you have to learn to love and learn to live in that love vibration, because the universe wants you to be together. There's a reason why you were found. There is a reason why you were created. There's a reason why you came down to this incarnation, to help find each other again, to help raise the planet in love and light. So if you're finding that difficult at the moment, then just remember the bigger picture, because feel the fear and do it anyway, and have the courage to live unconditionally. All right, I hope that helps. Take care. Bye.